Hello everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about the audiobook Turn This Ship Around, written and narrated by L. David Marquet. In this video, I intend to cover the structure of the book, the purpose and the content of the book, as well as the job that the author does narrating. And as with all of my videos, if I found any mature content, I will let parents know about that. But before I get started, if you love audiobooks and you're looking for a reliable source to help you pick good audiobooks, subscribe. You can even leave me the names of any audiobooks you would like me to review for you. I'll listen to them, post my review, and then you can take it from there. Now, to today's book. This is actually an audiobook that I got 2-3 years ago. One of the things I love about Audible is once I buy a book, I own it, so I can go back and listen to it multiple times. And this is probably my third time listening to this book in the time that I've had it. One of the reasons that I have listened to it so many times is because it's very easy to listen to. This book is a leadership book. It is a business book. It is also a memoir. It is chock full of Mr. Marquette's stories of his life in the Navy, of his life as a submarine commander, as an officer on a submarine before he became a commander, which is one of the things that makes it so easy to listen to. Excuse me here. I have allergies this time of the year. Truck drivers cannot take allergy medicine. It is dangerous. So you're just going to have to bear with me there. Sorry about that. The stories are all very interesting. Like I said, I've listened to it 2-3 different times, 3 times probably, and I still find the stories interesting. A lot of it's very relatable to me, even though I was in the Marine Corps. I spent 2 years on board ship. I spent a lot of time with the Navy. Marine Corps is Department of the Navy. We're the men's department, but we're Department of the Navy. Sorry, a little bit of a joke there. And so a lot of it is relatable to me as far as his stories of how the command structure and things like that work. It's not just the Navy that has that kind of command structure. Marine Corps, and I would imagine the Army and Air Force, have the same kind of top-down command structure. This is what he fought against. The book is also an instruction manual on how to turn your company into a company of leaders instead of leaders followers. Each chapter has a purpose, and you have the memoir, which does follow the timeline. There's a timeline to the book, but that doesn't mean there are any chapters in there that are just throwaway chapters. Each chapter has a distinct purpose. Sorry about this, not much else I can do. And you're given what the purpose of that chapter is at the beginning with the title. Then you're given stories about that time in his life, things that he did to try to incorporate and instill this on board his ship. Things that he did that failed, things that he did that worked. At the end of each chapter, you're given a set of exercises or instructions that you can use to incorporate it. Very sorry about this. Into your book, or into your book. And I'm not even on allergy medicine. Into your company. It's all designed, so he makes a statement early on in the book, which is something that I've always found very fascinating and really liked. He makes a statement that he was trying to get away from empowering his people. His original goal was he wanted to figure out how to empower people. But then he figured out that if he's the one empowering them, then their power is coming from him. Their power is reliant on him as the empowerer. If I have the city grid providing power to my house, that the power in my house is reliant on the city grid. The city grid is what is empowering my house. And he wanted to get away from that. He wanted each person in his submarine to be their own source of power. So how do you do that? and still run a tight ship. And he figures it out. And he gives examples of how, if you want to incorporate what he did, how you can incorporate what he did in your company. He does list tools for some of the exercises, but they're not tools that he's created. He's never going to tell you, hey, go to this website and for $19.95 you can buy our tool here. The tools are stuff like 3x5 cards and markers or a whiteboard, simple stuff like that. He does a good job of narrating. He is not a great narrator. He is merely a good narrator, but he's the author. It's his book. So, quite honestly, having the author narrate his own book takes it up a notch. And the narration's good, not great, but being that it's the author and it's his own content, almost takes it to that great level. The stories are quite interesting. I don't remember there being any mature content in this book at all. There's nothing here I would have had a problem listening to around my children when they were small. And I'm going to keep this video short because of my allergies. So, if you like the video, despite my allergies, hit the like button. If you like my channel, subscribe. Turn on notifications. But most importantly, no matter what else you do today, make sure that today you listen to at least one really good book. And I highly recommend Turn This Ship Around by L. David Marquet. Thank you.